Have you ever walked into a room, looked at a complete stranger, and instantly felt like you knew exactly who they were? Your brain takes a single microsecond look at the tilt of their head, the way their shoulders drop, or the tiny crinkle around their eyes, and it weaves a whole story about them. We call it a gut feeling or an vibe. But what if I told you it's actually a highly sophisticated, lightning-fast psychological superpower? Today, I are pulling back the curtain on the invisible language of the human mind. We are breaking down the deep psychology of microexpressions, the secret emotional blueprints hidden in plain sight, and how your brain pieces together clues without you even realizing it. Let's dive into the cosmic code of human connection. When you meet someone new, your brain doesn't wait for them to speak. It initiates what psychologists call the 7-second scan. Your eyes lock onto their facial geometry, and instantly, a special group of cells in your brain starts firing like crazy. These are your mirror neurons. They are the biological basis for empathy.
Precisely, Pip. Mirror neurons act as an internal simulation loop. When you observe a subtle tension in someone else's jaw or a slight pulling back of their posture, your mirror neurons replicate that exact physical state inside your nervous system. You aren't just observing their emotion from a distance. Your brain is literally running a micro-simulation of what it feels like to be them in that exact millisecond.
When you meet someone new, your brain doesn't wait for them to speak. It initiates what psychologists call the 7-second scan. Your eyes lock onto their facial geometry, and instantly, a special group of cells in your brain starts firing like crazy. These are your mirror neurons. They are the biological basis for empathy.
To truly read the room, you must look past the social mask. Humans are experts at conscious deception, but our biology is terrible at hiding the truth. This brings us to microexpressions, involuntary facial expressions that flash across a human face for just a fraction of a second. $1/$15 to $1/$25 of a second. While the conscious mind is busy constructing a polite sentence, the autonomic nervous system is leaking the real emotion through the facial muscles.
Look closely at the eyes. When someone is genuinely happy, it's all about the Duchenne smile. The muscles around the eyes, the orbicularis oculi, contract, creating those beautiful, genuine crinkles we call crow's feet. If someone smiles with just their mouth, but their eyes stay perfectly still and cold, your simulation loop hits a glitch. Your brain immediately thinks, something doesn't match up here.
And it's not just smiles. A slight, one-sided pull of the corner of the mouth reveals micro-contempt. A tiny upward tilt of the inner eyebrows betrays hidden sadness. The body speaks in an intricate, behavioral Morse code, constantly broadcasting the subconscious script to anyone paying attention.
But why do we want to decode this hidden language? Is it just to spot lies or catch people off guard? No way. The real magic of understanding psychology is learning how to build a safe harbor for the people around you. When you learn to see the quiet anxiety behind someone's confident smile, you don't use it against them. You change your own behavior to make them feel safe.
In behavioral psychology, this is known as emotional attunement. When you notice a friend's micro-expression of distress, you subtly adapt your tone, match their energy level, and offer non-judgmental presence. By mirroring their emotional reality with validation instead of dismissal, you stabilize their autonomic nervous system. You switch them out of a defensive fight-or-flight state and bring them into a state of social connection.
You are basically telling their brain, I see you, the real you, and you are completely safe here. That is the absolute highest form of emotional intelligence.